I'll go ahead and record. So first of all, thanks for hopping on. I am excited to see you guys tonight. And I have some really cool topics. I know there's a little bit of buzz going on social media about what's coming, but I have a little more information than social media has shared via Melanie, which is exciting. Before we get into that, I just want to put my little plug in for Super Saturday. If you have not registered to attend a Super Saturday near you, we have them all over the U.S. It doesn't matter like if you're local to our team or not, you can still attend one. In fact, I don't attend ones like close to me typically either. I usually drive 2 to 3 hours to attend some of the bigger sites. So this time, it's normally on a Saturday. I know the Central PA one is on Friday this time, and the Pittsburgh and the Philly ones are on Sunday this time. So every once in a while that does happen. But there is a website where you can access the map and put in your zip code, and it'll tell you like the closest Super Saturdays to you and how to get tickets. So if you need help finding that, let us know. We can certainly hook you up with your Super Saturday. I personally am going to be attending the one in Philly, and Chris Downing will be there with Ruth Schroner. She's a 15-star coach. She hasn't been around real long, so that's pretty exciting. We're going to hear from her. I know that Raina Odell is going to be in Pittsburgh, which is awesome. And I believe Autumn is going to be for sure in Washington, D.C. So there's lots of options if you are local for, getting to see some big names in the business. But Super Saturdays are not only great for us as coaches and to get involved with, to actually see each other face to face, but they're also really great for you to get people that may or may not be interested in coaching, maybe even just challengers, get them there because they are also going to feel the energy and the excitement that we all know is Team Beachbody that they haven't ever experienced unless we get them to a live event. So they'll get to do a live workout. They will get to meet, other people that they're probably seeing in the challenge group with you. And it's just a really great thing. And you never know, they might even turn into a coach after attending a Super Saturday. So we really, really want to bring as many people with us to these events. And there's big announcements made at Super Saturdays, always. So, like, you can be the first one to be in the know on what's going on and to post about it on your social media so that people don't hear it from someone else first. So, definitely try to make sure that you are attending. They put out the dates, like, way far in advance. So, unless you have, like, a wedding that's, like, your brother getting married and things like that, of course, understandable. But you really do want to make attending Super Saturdays a priority. The things that I wanted to touch on for updates real quick. I know there has been some delayed shipping issues, and Melanie's on it. She has been really, really close contact with corporate, and basically it's a good problem, guys. Unfortunately, they can forecast till the cows come home, but they just were not prepared for the number of people to not only begin 80-day obsession, but to incorporate the performance line into it. So it definitely, despite their best efforts to plan, it totally shot that. And so that's what happened and they will not compromise quality just to get products out, which we should be appreciative. And they're being amazing about shipping delays. So if you have a customer that's waiting on something, either you or they can contact Beachbody. I know Lacheska, a new coach on our team, hers was delayed, and they offered her, hey, we can throw in a cookbook or we can throw in one of the boosts. And she was like, okay, I'll go with the boost. And they were like, you know what, we're just going to throw in both. So she got a free boost and a free cookbook, Fixate cookbook, because she was, hers was delayed. So definitely don't be afraid to call and try and get some extras for your customers if that's an issue. But if someone's ordering, just let them know in advance that this is like so hot that they can't keep it in stock. I will tell you specifically that any Energizes that were delayed shipped out as of March 13th. Then Cafe Latte has been on back order. I don't know if you knew that or not. The 30 serving bag has been on back order. Those are all going to ship out as of yesterday, the 19th. So if you were waiting on Cafe Latte, that should be on its way. And Hydrate as well began shipping on the 12th. So we should be getting caught up. They were gonna send out emails to anyone waiting yesterday. So let's see. I believe that's all for those. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, now the next up and coming product is the beach bars. I'm sure you've heard about them. We are forecasting again. They're planning for them to be bigger than we could have ever imagined, but you really should start talking about them now. They are going to be coming out the very beginning of April, so you definitely want to talk about them. Remember, we have 2 flavors. You can actually download resources in the files section on teambeachbody.com to learn about them, like get to know them, talk about them. If you have a blog, make a blog post, get the information out there. We want people, especially like our challengers, to be using them, and we wanted them to know that this is like exciting. It's going to be a healthy snack option for them. They're going to give us the exact container counts they already have. Coaches will be able to, or customers even, like discount coaches, will be able to stay active by getting a shipment of the beach bars every month. So maybe someone's not on Shakeology, but they will get the beach bars, and that will satisfy their 50 PB requirement. They're also going to have a 90 PB option, so if someone wants to use that, they can. Or maybe even somebody's like super overstocked on Shakeology and they don't need any right now. So they can order beach bars instead and still fulfill their 90 PB requirement. So that is just something to keep in mind. They are going to be adding, originally you might have heard the buzz that they're going to be adding a Portion Fix like app, basically an app to track containers. I know there are generic ones out there, but there is not a Beachbody app for tracking containers. So that was originally going to come out now, but they've decided to push it back until like September. So that will be coming, but they're more focused on the program launches right now, and they think that that is actually going to be to our benefit. So people can continue to use the generic 21-Day Fix Tracker app on the Apple Store or on Android until then. As far as program releases, and I want to make this really clear. I know Alana posted about it yesterday and there was some questions. So this is a good thing, and let me tell you why. Up until now, people have purchased for the last, year and a half, 2 years. I think that since Beachbody On Demand came out, they've been purchasing a yearly membership to Beachbody On Demand from us, and then every time a program launches, we don't get a sale from that because the avid Beachbody users, of course, want to try every program, but they already have it. So what this has done, while Beachbody On Demand is amazing, there was an issue with volume going down because, okay, great, we're having a new program launch, but now people that you normally depended on to order DVDs every time something came out, they don't have to do that anymore. So Beachbody coaches complained. They listened, and they have come up with a plan to help us out. One of those plans is that from now on, when they roll out programs, they're going to be releasing them with the different package options. So again, we're going to encourage repeat challenge pack sales, or we're going to say, hey, you can get in this exclusive coach test group if you purchase a challenge pack, or blah, 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 or you purchase a base kit. So they're making these incentives to get people to continually buy things that they don't have with just the Beachbody On Demand. So that's the first thing they're doing. Secondly, you have probably heard about 2B Mindset coming out. It's going to be huge. Melanie projects that it will be bigger than the 21-Day Fix launch. So I don't know if you remember the 21-Day Fix launch or if you were around them, but it was literally insane. I had my highest Success Club points ever when the 21-Day Fix launched. I had talked it up so much beforehand that people were just so excited about it. Again, it sold out. They couldn't keep it in stock, but it was a good problem. So The To Be Mindset is projected to be bigger than the 21-day fix. So what does that mean? That means that you have to start promoting it now. And what I mean by that is people are going to start getting the buzz about it. They're going to start looking at it. They are going to want to purchase it as soon as it's available. It will not be available on Beachbody On Demand. Well, it will be available on Beachbody On Demand, but just with the normal all access is what we've had up until now, you can't get it. So you're going to have to purchase like a separate package that will add it as an add-on to your Beachbody On Demand's membership. Why are they doing that? Because of what I just said. They're helping us out with that. That people that are already on Beachbody On Demand that want this program are going to have to purchase an additional license, so to speak, to access the To Be Mindset. Right now, there are coaches that are in the To Be Mindset test group, and there's a naked kid behind me. They're in the To Be Mindset test group, and they are loving it. So they're talking about how it is. First of all, the creator of it, Ilana is her name, Ilana. She is really good. They're loving her as far as her, I don't know, they're just saying she's really different than like our super trainers. She personally has lost over 100 pounds. So doesn't that make her super relatable? She gets us, guys. She's not always been fit her entire life. She had to work through insane struggles to overcome issues with food. And so most of America has that problem, and they can't relate to the super trainers, but they will be able to relate to her. So that's really exciting. I don't know much about the meal plan. I know that it's not like, hey, just eat clean and you'll lose weight. It's not like that. Of course it's clean eating, but basically what I understand is that she's going to teach you ways to overcome your struggles with food, ways to overcome your relationship with food and, you know, make it a better relationship. She's not about starvation. She's not about deprivation. So this program will be amazing. Like, I literally cannot wait for it. But again, what you need to do is start talking about it on social media. Start talking about this new program that's launching for people that don't want to work out. It's amazing because you can work out while you're on it, but it's designed that you will get results without working out. How many people have this huge market right now that just like can't fathom working out? What we want to do is get them on To Be Mindset. We want to put them in a challenge group. We want to get them results, and then we want to introduce working out. But in the beginning, for some people, it is just way too much. So this is how we can focus on nutrition first, which where are 80% of our results coming from? Nutrition. And then after that, and we get them on results-driven, you know, habits, then we can introduce Beachbody On Demand to them and get them in a program and get them continuing on their journey. So this is going to be huge. How do you talk about it? Basically, like she said, is that she won't start pushing like the challenge group and advertising it until it is about 2 weeks before the launch. So let me look at dates here. She will make a blog post now so that when people start searching for it, her name will pop up. So that's one thing she'll do. She will start to organize a Facebook group for people that are interested in it, that she'll just throw information, promo videos and things that come out from Beachbody. So basically what you can do is you can create a To Be Mindset interest group. You don't want to call it that, but that's essentially what it is. So as you start talking about it, you might put a post here or there. People say, like, let me know when that comes out. You throw them in this group, and then you continuously start to feed them with excitement about it. You feed them with promo videos. You feed them with results as they come from the To Be test group, as they start to get posted. And this is how, by the time the program launches, you have all these people that are like, where do I order? Okay. Let's see. To Be Mindset. I want to get the dates here. So she's going to start marketing it heavily on April 16th. Melanie is. Because it actually launches on May 2nd. Now, May 2nd is a beta launch, because along with 2B Mindset, there will be an actual app that they get access to with this, okay? The app will not be available on May 2nd, but the beta launch, meaning they can start purchasing the product packs and getting prepared for it, just like we did with 80 Day Obsession. I don't know if you remember, but they went live on December 14th. We didn't actually start the challenge group until January 15th. I had a ton of people order on December 14th. They were ready because I built it up and I created excitement. And so they got their packages already. And then by the time January 15th rolled around, they had their mind right to begin. So that's the same type of thing we're going to do here. So May 2nd, the product packs will go live. There'll be different packages, just like there was for 80 Day Obsession, that they can choose from. And then if they purchase one of those, there'll be the same type of exclusive coach test group that we could use as leverage that they had for 80 Day Obsession. So that will be really great. Now, the actual app will launch on June 4th. So that is probably the date that you want to start your test group, or June 11th, the following Monday. That's the dates you want to start having in the back of your mind. So I want you to understand while I'm talking here is, like, the Diamonds and Above had a call with Melanie last Wednesday, and she literally laid this all out for us. She told us how her brain does this every single time there's a launch. And this is how she has a successful launch. So if you're someone that has had new programs come out and you just feel like nobody orders them from you, have you been intentional enough about planting seeds, so that you've created that excitement? You may not even want to do 2B Mindset, but you still have to promote it. Like, you don't want them hearing about it from another Beachbody coach. You want your market to hear about it from you. I encourage all of you to get involved in it, learn about it. That way, the more you know about it, the more you can share with other potentials. But it was kind of like when UV2 came out. I wasn't really interested in doing UV2. It wasn't really my jam, but again, I have a market for people that it would be great for. So I had to embrace that. Let's see. Since there is no fitness component, like she said, everybody that's on Bob will have to purchase it. The focus is only going to be with them focusing on food for the first 30 days. And then again, we get them into a challenge group with hopefully a program after that. But she said it's designed to provide, like, it's empowering our customers. Like, we shouldn't actually be giving our customers customized meal plans. We should be giving them tools and teaching them how to create their own. Because if we just hand them a meal plan that matches their bracket that they like all the foods on, they're not learning that process, right? And so if you don't continually give them a meal plan every single Sunday, they are not going to be successful long term. So this program is structured on, hey, let me give you a grocery list. Let me give you some ideas, but let me teach you how to do this for yourself, okay? And that's what's really cool about it. Again, I said it wasn't meant to be restrictive. So some people were talking and they were saying, they thought that this program was going to be too restrictive. And it's actually the complete opposite of that. So I hope you're excited for that. Now, the next big thing, so not only do you have that coming and you have to start preparing, you have to start talking about it, but following that, we have the release of Joel Freeman's new program. I haven't actually seen the name released yet. I do know it. I don't know much about it, but all the details are coming out at Super Saturday, okay? The only thing I can tell you is the name of the program, and that's going to be Maverick, okay? That is what his new program is called, but that is really, truly all I know as far as specifics about it. I know it has weights. I know nothing else, okay? So I promise I'm not holding out on you. I don't know any more than that, but what I do know is dates. So, again, first and foremost, I'm just giving you like a forecasting so you can start to plan. I'm not a planner, but I know there are tons of people on my team that are. And I need to be a planner. Let's face it. Like, you have to strategize this. This is a business. So after you get your 2B Mindset, everything forecasted, you get your groups made, you get people in it, you start creating excitement, then you have to start thinking what's next. Okay, the next launch is Maverick. So product packs for Maverick are going to go on sale on June 11th. June 11th. And then there's going to be like a pre-sale for that, like anybody that wants VIP access. Because here's the thing. Maverick will be released. It's basically going to be like accessible to a limited group of people for a short time, and then in October they're going to put it on the Beachbody On Demand library. So again, they're helping us out with volume. Instead of us waiting or missing out on all that volume of our avid Beachbody On Demand users, people will be able to purchase VIP access to Maverick starting June 11th. And they can already do a couple rounds of the program before the general public gets access to it on demand in October. So that is exciting, and that is a huge selling point. Hey, you want to do this program now? You got to message me so I can hook you up. Okay, so you're going to give them VIP access June 11th. Right after that is Summit. We go to Summit on June 21st in Indianapolis. So, of course, that's going to be all the rage. All the rage at Summit is going to be Maverick. Maverick is going to host a coach test group in July. So after Summit, then they'll hold a coach test group, just like we're doing now for 80 Day Obsession. And again, it won't go into the on-demand general catalog or library until October. So that's how that's going to work. I just wanted to give you some ideas. So let's see. That was a ton of info. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, that was everything. So before I go on, I just want to see, like, what questions do you have about planning for the launches, or I don't know how much of specifics I can give you because I don't know much, but what would you like to know concerning 2B Mindset, Beach Bars, or Maverick? Let you guys talk. I'm reading the comments.
I came in late. What the Beach Bars? When are they? They're coming out before Summit or at Summit?
They're coming out at Super Saturday, I believe. Let me make sure. So April.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're actually going to be here before we know it. So if you're thinking, what am I going to promote first? Because if you're overwhelmed like me when I got off that call, I was like, oh my God, now what do I do? Where do I start? First, you start promoting Beach Bars. Then they launch. Then you start promoting 2B Mindset. Then you start promoting Maverick after each launches. So that's just your game plan, so to speak. And I can kind of maybe like put all of those dates on a slide for you and share it. That way you have everything at your disposal, like when what is launching. But yeah, the Beach Bars are first. So
I just want to make a point. Like, I already started talking about Beach Bars first in my challenge groups because, like, our current customers, they're already, like, vested. They already like Shakeology. They already love our program. So those are going to be your people who, like, are really buying the Beach Bars to start. I don't know. Maybe, Alyssa, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But, like, I think it's going to be hard to get, like, new customers. Maybe not, but in my opinion, I think that our current customers are going to be the ones that will go crazy over them.
I agree. I think it will definitely be an easy sell.
Now, I just had a quick idea pop in my head for that too. Instagram stories. We could take a picture of the Beachbody bar and hashtag Quest Bars. See if we can start filtering in through the hashtags of what popular bars are out there, just talking about maybe if there's like any ingredient, like baiting, like each day, hey, the new beach, or each week, this is one of the benefits of the beach bars, or like using it in a situation that you would use it, and then tag like Quest Bars and like other popular bars so that you filter in that bar market right into Instagram.
Yeah, that's a great idea because bar people are out there. It's a way of life for tons of gym peeps, and we can totally get their attention with these because they are so healthy and they literally taste so good, guys. I know I told you this back when I came back from LA, but I was scared because I'm not a fan of a ton of protein bars. Like, I just can't handle that chalky. Ugh. I don't know. I even some Quest bars I struggle with. My favorite is like the RX bars, which are super expensive. And I'm not getting PV for them. So hello, I'm definitely switching from an RX bar to my new Beach bars. And we have them in 2 flavors, but I just want you to know that that is just temporary. When I was at LA, and I don't think I talked about this at New Leader Conference, after they gave us the 2 bars that are going to come out first, which in case you don't know, it's chocolate peanut butter and chocolate almond cherry. I wasn't excited about chocolate almond cherry. It didn't really appeal to me, but it was really good. They both were really good, to be honest. They didn't have that chalky taste. They tasted like I was eating a granola bar, like from one of those Quakers ones that are not good for us at all, that are full of sugar. And that's what's exciting to me, is that you don't have to talk about this and feel like people are going to try it and be like, yeah, no thanks. They are going to love them and they're going to continue to buy them. So that is super exciting. But what I was going to say is, after they gave them to us and we tested them, then the next day we got an email and they were like, tell us what you thought. Plus, we want to know what other flavors you recommend that we get. And so they listed all these flavors and they told us to number our top 5. And it was things like s'mores. It was things like mint chocolate chip. It was a raspberry one. It was like a triple chocolate. So what I'm getting at is, I know for a fact that these are the first 2 they're releasing, but they will come out with more flavors, and then they'll have variety packs, and then, it will be super exciting going down the pike. So it's just really awesome that they're constantly innovating and giving us new products to promote. And this is something that we've been needing forever. I've been a coach for 4.5 years now, I believe. And I can remember back when I first started, why doesn't Beachbody have a bar? Now we have a bar. Okay. So that is so awesome. I know my kids are going to eat them. I'm probably going to have to buy 4 HD orders a month to just keep up with the demand in my house. But that's great. I'd rather them be eating those than junk, So we'll have to have a limit in my house. Smack your fingers if you have more than one a day. But
they would be good to order as a box and then use it as a giveaway in your challenge group each week. Send a sample bar to somebody that's kicking ass. So bait them.
That's great. And even just buying a box and sending one to each of your avid customers. That way, I'm telling you, I promise you, once they try it, they'll love it. And so if they're hesitant to order before they try it, that's a perfect way to get it out there and not spend a ton of money to where you're not going to see a return. So that's a great idea. You could totally do that.
Do we know a price point for these?
I've heard it, but I don't remember. MC, do you remember? I think they said it at the January Super Saturday, but I don't remember now.
I don't, but I remember Lauren Basti. She's real pumped about them, and she used to eat an RX bar every day, and she was excited that they were cheaper than RX bars. Good. So I don't know the exact price, but that gives you some kind of,
Because I did a post maybe 2 weeks ago asking what everybody's favorite bar was, and I gave options. And, people were like, oh, you can get the RX bars at Costco, in the variety pack and this and that. So what I want to do is take that post and target those people.
Good
and
idea.
see if they'll be testers for the new, I have them coming. I have them shipping to me, and I'd like you to test them since you were a big contributor to that post.
Nice. I like that.
I also saw some random other coach that I'm friends with on Facebook. This is not something I would post on Facebook because it looked really salesy, but I was glad he posted it. It was a comparison chart of the nutrition facts of Beach bars compared to other things like RX bars and Lara bars and stuff like that. I'll find that and post it because, again, not something that you would want to post on Facebook or anything, but it is something that you could send to someone if you were chatting with them, or, you know, maybe post in a challenge group or something like that.
That will be really key, because I know there's going to be these loyal people that are like, oh no, I can't use anything else. And we have to show them why. And it's just like we convert people over to Shakeology. We can convert them over to Beach Bars, you know, from whatever they're currently using, if we have the right info at our fingertips. So that is perfect. But I just want you to get excited. Like, I don't know how you can hear all this stuff coming and not be pumped for the rest of the year. Like, and we haven't even heard it all yet. Like, basically I gave you till June. And then, you know, there's going to be stuff coming after that. So they're giving us these tools, and now it's our job to use them. Can you continue just like being a coach and using the products and talking about it here and there? Of course. But can you like go all in and talk about everything, and just, people are going to trust you because they've built a relationship with you. And when you're passionate and excited about something, they can't help but want to be a part of it. So the more you embrace this up and coming stuff, Beach Bars and 2B Mindset and Maverick, the more they're going to get excited about it and not want to be left behind. They don't want to, they're going to have FOMO. Do you know what that is? That's FOMO, fear of missing out. They don't want to miss out on all this greatness that you're talking about. So they can't help but say, okay, I'm in, I want to try it. So that goes with everything we promote. You know, the more excited you are about it, the more, even if it's just a challenge group, the more they just don't want to miss out. So I'll like see, we have a few minutes left. Does anyone have any other questions? I don't really have anything else I wanted to like cover topic wise. It was more just up and coming events and how to promote them. But anyone else have anything, or any struggles you're having this week, or questions?
Can I just say something real quick? So, you know how Alicia said some people on this team are planners? I think she was maybe talking about me. That's me. And I like, sorry, I just got out of the shower, by the way. I like stress really bad. Like, if I have so many things in my head, I stress really bad to the point where I then don't like promote anything. Is anyone on here? I'm just like skimming through. Like, just raise your hand if you're feeling like a little bit antsy or stressed. Or are you all good? If you're all, okay, you're feeling a little antsy. Well, first of all, even programs that like maybe have already launched, even if you just now start talking about them, it doesn't matter. It's all in the way that you like talk about it and phrase it. Like the 80-day obsession launch stressed me out really bad, just all the different packages and stuff. And it was my own fault because I just didn't take the time to like sit down and figure out the packages. Once I did, it like took off, and it didn't matter that, you know, some coaches were already talking about it a month ago. My followers just now were hearing about it. Of course, some are friends with other coaches. So, you know, it is a plus side to talking about it right away, but don't feel stressed. Just like follow Alicia's lead. She's going to tell you the dates to start talking about everything. Just, I don't know. From the anxiety ridden person that I am, I'm just telling you, like, don't stress about it. We're all well ahead because we're on this call. Like, you're not behind because you're hearing it already. So don't stress about it.
That's so true.
When you said about planning, like, that is one thing that when you just hit the nail on the head with something that I experienced. If I have too much going on in my head, I shut down. And I think that's probably when Alicia gets the message, that's it, I'm done, I quit. And after I send a message, I'm like, oh, poor Alicia, she already got a hard enough life. And here I am telling her she got to talk me off the ledge. But those ledge moments come from, like, I recognize within my own self that my weakness is I haven't mastered planning myself ahead and sticking to it. I kind of get jumped off the track. It's like, I don't take medicine for my ADD, so I'm like all over town here, and I'm trying to like wrangle myself in. So like, is there something that you found for yourself, like that you do at the end of every month, and like a certain time frame that gets you in that momentum for next month? Because I think that's what's happening with me, is I'm not strategically planning myself enough and sticking to it.
Yeah, we need to talk, Andrea. I I've taken ADD medicine my whole life, and I just came off of it a month and a half ago. So, we have a lot in common. But the one thing, I'll share like the calendar that I use. I do every stinking thing the same week. Like every third week of the month, I run a challenge group. Every first, Monday of the month, I use Melanie's team training. I don't have the time to do my own, so I use hers. So I don't know, Andrea, we can talk. Maybe that's a call to do sometime, is like, like about like planning your month or something. But I have to do that. I didn't in the beginning, but it's something that I have to do. Otherwise, I feel how you're saying you sometimes get to feel.
Yep, and that's me. Like I shut down emotionally and mentally because my brain is swirling with unfinished tasks. So then I go back to the unfinished tasks, divert from the plan I have set forth in front of me. Like we're talking about my workout. I was supposed to do this thing 4 hours ago, and here I am cooking dinner because I put every other unfinished task in. But yeah, I'm going to carry myself away in this conversation. We're just going to have to talk because I'm a mess.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, guys, I feel you. I'm the same way. And where I just don't stress about it. I don't know. I can't help it. I just go with the flow, but it's nothing you can fix about yourself because it just is what it is. So the best thing that you need to do is come up with strategies and plans to help you figure out what's best for you. So I ultimately have to have a marketing plan, and Melanie talks about it like corporately a lot. She's the master of it. So we have the best person to learn from. And again, I do think that that's a perfect call topic or video. But there is strategy involved. Like these successful coaches do not just like fly by the seat of their pants and just see what happens every month. They literally are mastering the business side of it to where they know what they're marketing, they know what they're posting about, and they do that strategically. Like the first 2 months or the first 2 weeks they're posting about this, the second 2 weeks they're posting about coaching and that type of thing. And that's how they consistently have an influx of challengers and coaches in their business because they're so strategic about it. Their followers just learn what to expect. So we will definitely do that. That's a perfect call topic. And like I said, I think my other takeaway is that I just need to give you an image with all the upcoming dates so that you have those in writing and you don't have to wonder what am I posting about? Where am I headed? We'll give you a date when to start talking about each thing. So the only other thing is we had to secure the house. We have to secure the house for some, and I know Andrea and Tony have a house that will sleep a few more people. And we definitely want to get another one. But we definitely need to figure out who's definitely going and needs housing so that we can arrange that. So if you don't know or you haven't messaged yet, you can find that thread or just let one of us know so that we can arrange to make sure everyone has a place to stay for the entire duration. So someone did ask me a good question, when does Summit start? It's actually like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday event, but you may want to come in early and stay definitely until Sunday. So that's just something to think about when you're planning. We're definitely going to get the house, earlier than Thursday. Andrea starts on Monday. I'm not sure what date we'll get ours for, but it's something that you want to have a few days to like breathe before all the craziness begins. If you can't swing it, okay, that's fine. Just fly in the day of. But if you have the time and you can make it work, it's nice to go in a day or two early. So.
And me, we're road tripping. Like, I'm like the person, I'm like, look, I get stressed out flying on airplanes. Like, I flew all last year when they had me going through the Beachbody Challenge. I'm like, no more airplanes. Let's just sit in the car, leave Saturday or Sunday, and we stop along the way. Like, who cares? Like, have an adventure.
It will be fun.
Ooh, I might be with you then.
Why you want to go for a road trip? Alicia, where'd you rent 20 pants in Sherman?
I know. We need to rent a big van. But that's actually a great idea. So that's something we can talk about.
Yeah, because
that might be really fun. Like, we could totally, like, make this, like, a really fun experience. And, like, I don't know, when I road tripped to Nashville, it was, like, the funnest trip of my life. Like, there were so many, like, stops and blue